All right, in class exercise number 3. So we're going to add a method that takes in 3 parameters of year, doors, and seats and prints out a formatted print statement with make, model, year, seats, and doors. So first we got to start out, we got to make our class car. And we're going to make our dunder init function. It'll take self, it'll take make, and it will take model, right? So this takes care of this step here. It creates a class with 2 parameters inside of the init, which are make and model. Okay, we're going to save those. Self.make equals make, and self.model equals model. We're going to make another function called add details. And this is going to be our other method that has 4 parameters in total, right? So we're going to have self, year, door, and seats. What are we going to do with it? We're going to print this. We're going to say this car is a, and then we're going to put year here, right? Because we're just pulling it right from here, it's passing into this method, so we don't have to use self because it's not going from place to place. It's already localized. Year, and then we're going to need the self thing, right? Because we want the year and the model here, right? And I changed the sentence structure up a little bit on mine just because it flows a little bit better. So we have this car is a year, and then we're going to do self.make. I could use self.model, and again, we use self here because we have to go outside of our method and look to the other method in here, the init, to pull that data. Self.model with doors, and again, we're not doing it this time because we're just pulling it from right here. Doors and seats. And again, the reason we say it that way is because this is going to be a number and this is going to be a number. We need to specify what it is that we're counting here. So that works for me. Let's have a look at what happens when we instantiate it. So we'll say my car equals car. And we're going to pass in Ford Focus, right? And that's all fine and well. But if I'm going to run this function, I have to actually specifically say that function's name and give it some data so that this function can run, this method. So I'll have my car dot add details, and then we're going to have 2015, 5, and 4. So it's going to be from the year 2015, 5 door and 4 seats, right? Because 5 doors is like a hatchback. All right. And then it prints. This car is a 2015 Ford Focus with 4 doors and 4 seats. Why did 5 not pass in here? That's an interesting question. Oh. It's probably still pulling doors as a default from someplace else. Maybe we saved that elsewhere. But what we need is a door. There we go. 5 doors and 4 seats. It's because I didn't have the S there. It wasn't actually passing the right thing. So, yeah, and because we're using the same class name here, and this is why naming things right matters, because of that, it was pulling doors from way earlier up in our code from another class car that we had defined. I'm guessing we could probably have color somewhere in here. And yeah, it's pulling red from earlier in our code when we redefined color. So we want door there. There you go. Just be careful with naming things and what you name them and how you do that. See you for inheritance.